And now we all are witnessing it's become a white collar job. The best example we all can see the recyclers sharing the dais here with the big industry people. Who would have thought before that a recycler will be coming and sitting on the dais and talking about the polymer recycling? And so my point is recycling earlier was supposed to be a very unorganized sector, very informal sector. Nothing was known who is doing, how much he is doing. But as on today, if we see, it's become such a formal sector. There is big cultural change which has come. Brands have got involved. Fundings are coming. Technology is coming. The best of the technology is here in India for recycling. Of course, we are importing machines from outside, but even our Indian players who are making the machines are quite high-end machines now. So there is a lot of polymer here in India, a lot of waste here in India, which is available. And recycling, as it was earlier a unorganized sector, but now converted into such a beautiful industry. And secondly, what you asked, the challenges that we are, seeing. So the biggest challenge, what I feel as a recycler, is segregation at source.
I think Sandeep has given answers to your challenge.
It was a wonderful presentation by Sandeep. Definitely is doing something very out of the box. And as a recycler, I always used to feel, I have taken recycling industry as an adventure, not like an industry. It's a big adventure for me. Since 30 years I am doing this, and I always enjoyed doing this. So, because you're doing something different. So, same thing I felt when I saw the presentation from Sandeep. So, anyways, now, the thing is, challenges are there, like, for example, the bottles, the caps of the bottles. Why I feel that all the brands, they are aware now, the government is wanting recycling, the brands are wanting recycling, the consumer is aware that they are ready for the recycling, but still, for the recycling, nothing is happening. Now let us
Thank you. Firstly, I'd like to thank Nidhi, the entire Elite Plus team, this wonderful panel that I'm on, and everybody who's still bared to sit here and wait for this last panel to happen. Getting into this really quickly, I think, I always say that the PWM 2016 policy, the plastic waste management policy, is a very beautifully drafted policy. Initially, it started off with getting everybody to at least register and talk about sale of credits. That got people into the policy and created, a window for growth and opportunity in terms of recycling industry to flourish. Going forward, like now we see the policy, it started with buying credits, then it moved to, they got the database of people who are buying credits, and then the government, I believe, realized that the recycling industry will only get promoted when these brand owners start buying recycled content. That's when we'll be able to formalize it. Before this, there was a big problem that we always saw, that the material would not sell in an organized fashion. So the policy very well now is moving towards, if we, from this year onwards, 25, 26 onwards, is moving towards use of recycled plastic content, where category 1 is 30%, category 2 is 10%, category 3 is 5%. I will not comment on whether this year it will be possible to get the 30% material, it will not be possible to get the material, whether there is a slight delay in the policy. But what I see is that the policy is going towards the right direction. Collection is happening, brands are already on the portal, and now they're supposed to use this recycled plastic content. So I think, again, very beautifully, the government is getting the brand owners to come and ensure that the material that is being produced now goes in for higher scale or upper scale applications rather than lower scale applications. So we always saw category 2 flexible material to be used in non-branded pipes. Why should...
Gurashish spoke about the policy, Indian policy. You have some international exposure as well. So if you, you're also looking after the Indian scenario of plastic waste, you're also looking after the international. So what do you think, how we are standing with the plastic recycling India, where does it stand? And if we compare it with developed countries, with respect to technologies, with respect to infrastructure, how we can improve it? Or are we ahead with the developed countries?
Uh, to answer, we surely depend totally on advanced countries and technology providers. We do not have an infrastructure or a technology provider based in India to give us a solution to produce food grade pellets. So that's something which, of course, is
Is the lacking point means,
a big lagging point.
and it's an opportunity also
It's
for
a
the,
big opportunity. You just saw Sandeep explaining Made in India concept, and he is truly a revolutionary approach of getting better than what is there in the market. So we are surely lagging in technology. We rely on international technology providers. India have, what they have done good is they have used the technology made by European in a better way than they could use in Europe. So we are good at it in
We are
implementing
good at
those
implement.
technology. We are far ahead in implementing those technology, and I think the opportunity for technology provider or solution provider based in India is immense, and we have a bright future if we can walk that path.
yeah, thank you. So I think if I need to sum up policy, you have some international exposure as well. So if you, you're also looking after the Indian scenario of plastic waste, you're also looking after the international. So what do you think, how we are standing with the plastic recycling India, where does it stand? And if we compare it with developed countries, with respect to technologies, with respect to infrastructure, how we can improve it? Or are we ahead with the developed countries?
To answer, we surely depend totally on advanced countries and technology providers. We do not have an infrastructure or a technology provider based in